So, good morning. Welcome all. In case you didn't hear our conversation, so as part of your leadership class here, any assignment that you turn in is worth $3. I put 3 points because I cannot put dollars on the Canvas website, but you will get $3. We'll have 3 assignments throughout the course through the end of July, and that's money for you to make. Okay. So we continue on with leadership. Before we get started, are there any questions about last Tuesday's meeting? Anything you guys might have? Any issues with the assignment? Are you having issues writing about leadership? Remember, the assignment is due tomorrow, so that will be your first $3. We look forward to reading your assignments. Well, if you don't have any questions today, we're going to continue on. And I want to talk to you guys about knowing yourselves, right? In order to be and this is the hardest part of leadership, because if you don't really know what you're passionate about, if you're not in the field that you're comfortable with, you're going to struggle a little bit because you're not going to be as confident as you would if you were in the field that you really like and you're passionate about. Because if you are passionate about certain career field or whatever it is that you do, and you are more willing to be confident and share that with others. Okay. So today I have a video for us to watch. It's like 12 minutes long. And there are certain words that I would like for you guys to concentrate on. As some advice as far as commitment, it's very important as part of growing up as a leader. And if you end up in leadership positions, commitment is really strong. And it is okay to go full board, be committed, and it's okay to make mistakes. Okay, so I want you to keep that in mind. We're not perfect, but as long as you're learning from your mistakes, you're good to go. So pay attention to the video, please. There's certain things that I would like for you to concentrate on, such as what commitment means, where they're talking about change, how important it is to change and accept the change that you will need to be successful. Risk. Is it okay to take risk? When do I take the risk? When do I not take risks? Don't hold back. A lot of us have the tendency to hold back, even when just sports, you go for a run, you're always not giving 100%. You're always holding back. It is okay not to hold back, okay? What do I want? That's very important. What do I want? Hi, Angie and Christina. Let me admit you here. Clarity is power. So what I mean by knowing yourself is, like, if you're clear about who you are and you feel comfortable with yourself, people are going to follow. They're going to look up to you just because the way you behave. If you're in a career field that you're comfortable with, that you are competent, you have clarity about who you are. For example, if you're a surgeon and people see the confidence in you, they're going to follow regardless. Okay, so that will help you out. And then make your decisions, have your set of values. Always have values, your beliefs. Don't go away from your beliefs. It doesn't matter. You have strong beliefs and strong values. It will help you succeed as a leader or just life in general. Okay. And lastly, I want you guys to hear what they say about do what is hard instead of taking the easy route. Sometimes it is worth it. I know it's kind of it's hard doing what is hard first. We have the tendency to take the path of least resistance, but sometimes it makes sense to do what's hard first, okay? Do you have any questions before I get the video? And I hope it starts and plays good. Any questions at all? Any comments from anyone? Elizabeth, Tabitha? Good to go. Okay, let's start the video. Just pay attention to that. Commitment, change, risk. Don't hold back. What do I want? Clarity, decision, and do what's hard. So let's see if it starts right.
I can't hear it. Is anyone else having that problem?
No sound here too.
I think that if you stop share, and then there should be an option to turn your sound on when you share your screen.
Oh, is that me?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. So, okay, so share, new share, okay.
Yeah, I
What
think
do I
if you,
have to,
I think you stop share, and then once you go
okay.
back into share, there should be
Uh-huh.
an option. It's kind of small, I think, where you press. I can't remember exactly what it says, but it's
Oh,
something
share
about.
computer sound. Got you. Sorry.
You're
Okay,
good.
let's rewind it here.
Cool.
Ah, I started from the beginning. Can you guys hear it
For
now?
me, it
Yeah.
has been to be that guy that does what people say can't be done, you know? And I think it started with trying to please my mother and trying to please my grandmother, and they always wanted higher for me. They always wanted more for me. And it got to the point that I wanted to be something. I wanted to be somebody. And it made me choose certain roles. It made me turn down certain roles. There is more than an image that I want to project. I want to be the person that is the first person there and the last person to leave. That's who I want to be, because I think that the road to success is through commitment and through the strength to drive through that commitment when it gets hard. And it is going to get hard, and you're going to want to quit sometimes, but it'll be colored by who you are and more who you want to be. I definitely found that wanting to be an actor stems from wanting to be somebody.
My mom wanted me to be a truck driver because that would mean I'd make $24,000 a year if I went to Truck Masters, and that would be twice what my father made. And she thought that would happen, but something inside of me said, I don't want to drive a truck. There's something else that matters more to me, and I decided I was not going to go for money instead of passion. And the rewards have been pretty amazingly better than being a truck driver. It's not bad being a truck driver, it's just not what I was after. And I look back, and one of the things that helped me was my original teacher, Jim Rohn, who was a personal development speaker I went to hear when I was 17. He said something the first time I heard him, and he said, you know, it's really simple. If you want life to change, you got to change. If you want life to be better, you've got to get better. It's the only way it happens. And luck will show up for people and it'll leave them. But if you're constantly improving who you are and what you give, game over.
See if you can find some ways to multiply your value to the marketplace. And he said your income will immediately start to change.
See, if you go through life holding back, and most of us do, most of us, if we ask ourselves, have we done all we can do? Most of us will have to answer, no, we haven't. We've been holding back. We have ideas that we don't act on, things we want to do. We're afraid to take chances. We go through life trying to seek security and not coming outside of our comfort zone, and we take most of our stuff with us to the grave.
Up until then, I was hoping that the economy would change. I was hoping that my company would change. I was hoping that my paycheck would change. I was hoping that circumstances outside would change. And then here's what I found out. It isn't going to change. So then my question was, if it isn't going to change, how will my life ever change? And here's what my teacher taught me. When you change, everything will change for you.
And I'm saying that the fact that you're still here, that you're still breathing, you've got some more work, and you owe it to yourself. You owe it to yourself. So when you get up in the morning, that you can look yourself in the face and say, hey, I'm living my life on my terms.
Change a question, change your life. When it comes to planning your life, I want to get you to learn to ask 3 questions now. The question you want to ask yourself is, what do I want? What's my outcome? What's my result? The word RPM, the first one, is to get you focused on the target. The target is not the activity. The activity can change. It's what's the result I'm after. If you know exactly what it is you really want, what you desire, what you're really after, clarity is power. The more clear you are and specifically what you want, the faster your brain can get you there. But if you're generally saying things like, what do I want? Well, you know, I want more money. Fine, here's $1, get out of here. whether you get the outcome or not, whether you get that result, will be based first, do you have clarity? And the second thing is whether you got enough emotional juice to keep going after it when things don't work out. Did you achieve the outcome? Yeah, when you're that general, you think you're not getting your goal, you are. The way you language your goal, the way you think about it, you're receiving it. I want to feel a bit better. I want to lose some weight. Fine, you lost a pound, you're done.
When you get better, everything will get better for you. And that's where I picked up that phrase, for things to change, you've got to change. You don't have to change the marketplace. You don't have to change the marketing plan. You don't have to change the economy. You don't have to change countries. You don't have to change circumstances out there. All you've got to do is look within and see if you can change yourself for the better. And as you change, things will start to change for you.
What's the result I'm after? What's the ultimate result? What do I want out of this week, out of this thing, out of my business, out of my life, for my body?
Don't concern yourself too much with how you're going to achieve your goal. Leave that completely to a power greater than yourself. All you have to do is know where you're going. The answers will come to you of their own accord.
Here's my best advice. Welcome all experiences. You never know which one is going to turn everything on.
Are there going to be some moments when you want to give up? Yes. Will there be some moments when it's going to seem like it's impossible? The pain that you're experiencing, the disappointment that you're experiencing, that you're going to say, it's not worth it? Yes, that's going to be right there for you. It's going to be in your face, telling you to go back.
When we think about changing our lives, usually that means changing your behaviors, retraining yourself, getting new habits, going out and trying them out and changing your life. This is about changing your thoughts, and then your life will change. Change your thoughts, change your life.
Benjamin Disraeli said, nothing can resist a human will that will stake its existence on its purpose. Shortly put, I'll do it or die.
Know that all you have to do is hold your goal before you. Everything else will take care of itself.
And I can tell you that it doesn't make any difference what age you are, whether you're a teenager watching this, or whether you're someone in your 60s, 70s, 80s, or anywhere along the way, you can make that change.
Every thought, every feeling, every emotion you experience in this lifetime is shaped by beliefs and values. All of your life is controlled by decisions you make. Decisions about what to believe, decisions about what to feel, decisions about what to do. And most of us are on automatic pilot, letting the world trigger us instead of taking back control of our life. And when you do that, just think of it this way. Anything you want to change. You want to change your body. You want to change your career, your business, your relationship. What to do requires the right strategy. If you want to lose weight and keep it off, you can't obviously just throw your pendulum and go on some silly diet. You got to know the things that are going to give you lasting results. So we teach those strategies. But some people even know what to do, but they don't do it. And why are we able to get people to do it, to follow through? Because 80% of success in anything, my friends, is psychology, and 20% is the mechanics. What that means is there's how to do stuff and there's why to do stuff. How to do it is not that complex. And if you really learn from somebody who knows those refined distinctions, they can show you those tipping points, those things you can do where in the least amount of time you get the biggest result.
As you look at yourself as a business operator, as you look at yourself as an entrepreneur, as you look at yourself as a person that want to make a mark with your life, that want to leave a legacy, you've got to be hungry. It's better to be prepared for an opportunity and not have one than to have an opportunity and not be prepared. You want to find people who master that, because success leaves clues. And that's the same thing I'm suggesting to you. Whatever area that you want to go in it's finances, in business, insurance industry, whatever area that you're interested in, find the people who are mastering that and follow their example. Watch your relationships. They're nourishing relationships and they're toxic relationships. Nourishing relationships, they bring the best out of you. They inspire you. Toxic relationships, they drain you. People that are hungry. are willing to do the things today others won't do in order to have the things tomorrow others won't have. People that are hungry, believe, always strive to get on top in life because it's the bottom that's overcrowded. People that are hungry know if you want to be successful, you must be willing to do the things today others won't do in order to have the things tomorrow others won't have. If you do what is easy, your life will be hard. Complain, point at your circumstances, give up your power, blame the government, blame the economy. If you do what is easy, your life will be hard. But if you do what is hard, your life will be easy. It's hard to make a radical change in your behavior. It's hard to take ownership. It's hard to swallow the bitter pill that wherever you find yourself, at some point in time, you made an appointment to be there. That's hard. It's hard. If you do what is easy, your life will be hard. If you do what is hard, your life will be easy.
Any thoughts before we continue on with the conversation about the video? No?
Well, I had a few thoughts.
Okay.
Please
share.
It felt like all the voices, maybe I missed some, but it felt like everyone talking was a guy. And I know that leadership can often look different for the expectations that are placed on women as opposed to men. And that I've noticed when women do very similar things to how men lead, it's not taken the same way. And that women often have to lead with different strategies. I also had the last speaker especially talking about like, don't blame, don't complain, don't this, don't that. Sometimes your circumstances are because the economy sucks. So maybe you gotta change the economy. Or maybe your circumstances are this way because the government or the police or whatever powers that be are setting you up this way, and you've got to make some change. You've got to motivate. You've got to get all the people around you to vote new people into office who are going to fund school. That way you guys can have the schools that you want, you know, or whatever it is that's holding you back in life. But the idea that like, no, you just have to like work harder, pull yourselves up by the bootstraps. I don't know. I've never met a single successful person who has no one to thank for where they're at. You know, I've never met a single successful person who's like, nope, nobody helped me. I did everything completely on my own. Every person I know is like, you know, if it hadn't been for my mom reading for me and like believing in me and telling me that I could do this, or if it hadn't been for this teacher that I had who like really took interest and helped me get to college or whatever it is, I've never met anyone who's done it all by themselves or the best buddy or anything. And so I just kind of, I push back at this idea that, you know, everywhere you're at, it's all just because of you. You know, you can, Paris Hilton's never gonna live the life that I live, you know what I mean? And that's because of how she was born and what family she was born into. And she's got hustle, don't get me wrong, you know, but there's like a difference.
And that's a great point. And that's what I wanted to share this video, because then us learning about leadership, we can change that, right, Elizabeth? So you can be that agent of change. Okay, it is not okay to just put your head down and push through. I can give you some tools, I can give you some advice. And and I apologize about the women, they didn't have any women speakers, but I had another video from Michelle Obama, but it was like an hour and 25 minutes and we don't have that time. So, but you're right. Yeah, it's different for women than men. I don't have any experiences. Like I said, most of my time was in the infantry, so I don't have any, but I do read a lot about like Michelle Obama, women leaders like Mother Teresa, Michelle Obama, exemplary women, Hillary Clinton. A lot of people don't like her, but yeah, you're absolutely right. Thank you for sharing that. Okay, anybody else? Any other comment? Let's see. So what did we hear? Let's see, Abby, are you okay telling us about commitment? What do you think about what they mentioned as far as commitment?
I think it was interesting because commitment is very important. You can't really do anything long term or be a leader or get to your goals if you don't constantly work and not give up. You need to be committed, because if it is a passion, if it is something you really like, you know, you can't just decide that you're going to do it one day and then the next not do it and then get mad that it hasn't happened, because, you know, yeah.
Right, that was awesome. Great answer, yeah. And remember, you can always recommit. You can, as we grow, like my commitments change, like even every month as I grow. Okay, I was committed to doing this, but let me restart this and I'm gonna commit to something else. It is okay to change. So accept change, just learn from it and move on forward. Great comment, Abby. Everything that we do takes commitment. If you're not committed to, you know, like growing yourself as a person, as a human, you will never be a great leader, right? Because understanding yourself, understanding your strengths, understanding your weaknesses, that's what makes you a great leader, okay? Let's see, who else do we have? Jade, what do you think about, can you share with us what they mentioned about change and how important it is? Oh, let's see, let's get comments. Anybody change? Anybody wants to talk about change? No?
Janie's comment is what?
Oh, okay. No problems, I can hear it. Okay, so the what is, do you have any comments on what it was mentioned in the video about change? How we can use change to improve ourselves?
No.
Okay, cool. Got it, I'm seeing that. Anybody else like to share or participate? How about clarity? Has anybody picked up what they said about clarity? What gives us clarity?
Xavier said, work hard towards your goal.
Yeah, that's great, yeah. It's identifying what you're passionate about, right? Put that goal up there on your wall, figure out what's gonna take to achieve that goal, right? Once you get there and you're passionate about that goal, you can share with others and people will follow you. Believe it or not, there's more followers in this world than leaders. So that's what important to know yourself. If you know yourself, you know what you're passionate about, you can influence others and you can lead them to achieve certain common goal, right? So, yeah. How about clarity? Clarity, what was it in the video about clarity?
I think in, like, kind of on clarity, like knowing the difference between, you know, this person has this vision for me, this other person has this vision for me, and then creating clarity and really figuring out, okay, so what's my vision for myself? Because you might be clouded sometimes thinking, well, this is what I want, but sometimes you're just making someone else proud. You know, especially if your parents have big visions for you and they've sacrificed a lot for you, but really knowing that the best thing that you can do is to really figure out, who am I? What do I want? What do I live for in life? What lights me up inside? So finding clarity on that is so important.
That's so awesome, Thompson. Thank you, because clarity brings happiness. If you find out what it is, regardless what, if your dad wants you to be an attorney, your mom wants you to be a doctor, your school teacher, they want you to be a an astronaut. No, I want to be a writer. I want to be a creative writer. And that's your passion. You're going to be successful if you have that clarity, you know, and you're going to work towards that goal based on what you are passionate about, instead of having all these outside influences, you know, putting all those ideas in your head. So thank you so much for sharing that. What time is it? Elizabeth, that's all I have for now. I don't know if you have anything to go over, or anything, any other questions that you guys might have, or anything, any other idea you guys are going to work on. Remember, the assignment is due tomorrow. So
I think this is Hallie, that was so creepy. Like the door just opened and like I was just like this masked dude or whatever. Like she's gonna get killed by a serial killer.
Oh,
I think that it would be great to give you guys some time to work on your essay. You can close your video or whatever. Janie says, what is the assignment? It doesn't say on Canvas. And so that's a good point, Janie. I want to clarify to everyone. You have a couple different courses on Canvas. And that might be a little bit confusing or something. But you have the course that is for, that's called Shelton Upward Bound Summer Learning Institute 2020. That's where you're going to find Almer and Graham's class and my class in there. But you're also going to have, Tabitha, what is yours called?
I think it's a Student Success 2020.
Okay, and so that's going to have the leadership from George and other stuff on there.
Yeah, like the work study and workshops.
So if you will go, you can go onto there and find the essay, but George just wanted you to write, was it a paragraph, George? On what kind of leader you want to be.
yeah, and how will you get there?
And there's 2 leadership assignments. Tabitha, can you look at those for Janie?
Yes.
Go ahead, George. Was there something else you want to say that I talked over you because I'm rude?
No, that's okay. I was wondering if you can share the screen and walk us through it, how to get there. Is that a possibility?
Yeah, Tabitha, could you do that for us?
Yeah.
Thank you so
Sweet,
much.
thank you.
Let me get my screen there, one sec. Okay. Can everyone see this? Okay.
Yes.
So if you log into your Canvas and you go over here to courses, you can see, so I have some other ones from my classes last quarter. So you should have these 2. So there's the Student Success Summer 2020, and then the Summer Learning Institute 2020. And if you don't have both of them, check around your Canvas and there should be somewhere where you can accept the invitation. So then you can go to Student Success Summer 2020. There's a lot of construction by my house right now, so my internet's being kind of slow today. So in the announcements, you can see George's leadership assignment. And then for this one, oh, perfect. And then Abby has turned that one in, and Veronica, so that you have some examples. Great job getting those in. Yeah, so you can go here, and then you can write it out if you press reply. And you can format it, type it out, and then press post reply. For this one, I think it's not in modules. I'm not sure why. Yeah, it's just in the announcements, not the module section. So maybe next time, George, if you want to, if you go to modules and you can create a leadership section. So then all of the leadership assignments can be in that one section. So then it's it doesn't get confusing having the other things too. So it can kind of have its own little category. But for now, it's in the announcements.
I will do that.
Okay. Does anyone have any questions?
Is it under the assignments, Tabitha? Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh no, it's okay. I'll share my screen again and check that. Let's see here. It is. Okay, it's in the assignments. So you can find it in both ways. If you go to announcements, oh, this one doesn't have the explanation. So yeah, go to announcements and you can find it there.
Yeah, sorry about that. I'll fix that. Thank you.
No worries. This is new to all of us. We'll get there in time. Okay. All right. Does anyone have any other questions?
So for the next half an hour, I'd like you guys to work on your essay. If you've already finished your leadership essay, you could work on your assignments that you have for the core class. Looking at assignments, the braiding sweetgrass could get put in there. Why are you being stupid like this? Give me a quick second here. Because I know you're supposed to read at least a chapter of Braiding Sweetgrass and write kind of your thoughts on that, a paragraph, or you could do a recording if you wanted to. It doesn't have to be a paragraph. You could like just talk and post that. There was also the, man, it is being really weird to me. So that was the one thing, the privilege power difference, chapter 6, excerpt with chapter 7. If you didn't do that and you want to throw that in there. What happened when I called my Black friend sis is due next Monday, if you want to work on that. And then you could also work on, I'll still give you guys points for this if you haven't done it, because I know this week I'm kind of like just making the deadlines a little bit flexible for you, because I know we've had trouble with Canvas and everything. But most of you have not responded to someone else's post, especially the people in the Dawn group. So if you want to go back in there and read what other people wrote on about Dawn, and then respond to 2 of those quotes, that would be great. You could prepare for seminar.
Yes, prepare for seminar.
Yeah, so yeah, seminar tonight. So if you want to just go through and make sure you read enough and that you got some ideas on things to talk about.
And then if you read that article on how to do a close read that's in the syllabus, that'll give you some good information on kind of like how you should be taking notes, and when you're reading, kind of like what to look out for to get prepared for seminar. So it'll give you kind of a good idea of what to look for.
Okay, so Karina, I saw your comment. I'm not sure. I'm going to look into that. So I'll talk to Priscilla and try and get back to you on that one. Janie, the essays. So you have the essay for leadership that we talked to about George. Do you know about that one? No. Okay. So that's the one that Tabitha just showed you on Canvas. It was part of the Success Coach Canvas page underneath assignments, and you'll see the essay, and you're just basically writing one paragraph. You can write it right into Canvas. You don't even need to open up Word, and explain the kind of leader you want to be and how you're going to get there. One paragraph isn't an essay. Okay, I'm with you. That is true. I apologize. It's just a paragraph. I'm used to my son who freaks out when I tell him to write a paragraph. He thinks it's an essay. He's 10. Life is going to get really sad for him very fast. Okay, so that's the assignments. Let's meet back here at, what time is this class over? Is it over at noon?
At 11.
No, it's over at 12.
Yeah.
Oh,
It starts at 11. We're over at 12. So
I'm
pop
sorry,
back in
yeah.
here at 12. You guys can turn off your video now and mute if you want to. But we'll meet back here at 11:55. 11:55. Pop back into the room and just tell me how you did and feedback, and then we'll be good to go. Sound good?
Have a great weekend. Happy 4th of July.
Courtney, it's going to be free right now. We're giving you work time right now. And so you can leave your camera on or you can turn your camera off, but it's time to work on any of your assignments. So we just went over all the different assignments you can work on.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, and I think for people who haven't turned in their drawing for